This is Fiona Hinsey from Eagle News. There are many great AP classes you can take here in Washington. One of them is AP Statistics. I sat down with Mr. Murphy Thomas, one of the AP Stat teachers, to find out about the class. Okay, Mr. Murphy, so my first question is, what is statistics?
Statistics is a course of study where we take a look at the way life varies in a number of different ways, and we can mathematically or use math to help explain that variance or that variability, because nothing goes the way we expect it to, but we can explore the fact that even if it doesn't go the way we expect it to, we can explain how it varies and make predictions according to that variance.
My next question is, what do you like about teaching statistics?
I think the thing that's most enjoyable about teaching statistics is that it's mathematics that's in context. So we can look at all kinds of things in the real world. Every problem we do is related to something that actually exists in the real world. And so we're not just solving math problems, we're solving problems of all kinds of things in the real world.
What are some of the topics covered in statistics?
There are 4 basic topics that we cover in an AP Statistics course, and there are smaller topics within those 4, but the 4 basic topics are this. First, we want to be able to describe data. So if we have a bunch of data, how do we organize it, graph it, and then describe the distribution of that data? And there's a number of different ways we can do that. So that's the first one, is describing data. Secondly, we would look at how do we gather data? Surveys, questionnaires, observation, experiments, that kind of thing. How do we gather that data? Third, we have to look at probability, and so we have to discover all of the different issues in probability so that we can do the fourth aspect, which is the most important one, and that's called inference, where we're making predictions about the kinds of situations that we see, and can we then extrapolate to the larger population based on this data that we've gathered, described, and now make an inference about.
Very good. AP Statistics is a great class that everyone should consider taking when deciding what math class to take next year. This is Fiona Hinsey, and back to you. This is Fiona Hinsey from Eagle News. We're back with Mr. Murphy Thomas to find out more about AP Statistics. Who should take statistics and why?
The people that should take statistics, first of all, the general requirement is we like to see people who have gone through advanced algebra before you go into statistics, although there are cases where we've accepted people who have finished geometry and we allow them to go into statistics. But it is definitely, generally, you want to have finished advanced algebra before you go into AP Statistics. But who should take statistics? I think everyone should take statistics. I think statistics is perhaps the most important math class, although I don't consider it strictly a math class, that we teach in the entire discipline of mathematics. It applies to just about any field that you will take, and when you're going into college, you'll find that statistics is required in almost every major. So one, if you are interested in exploring how the world, how to mathematically discuss the things that happen in our world, then statistics is important. But if you're thinking about college, if you're going to college, I think you should take statistics.
Statistics different from other math classes, and how?
Absolutely. I would think that statistics is quite different from mathematics, and in fact, When you get to the college level, statistics is its own major. It's not even within the mathematics department. And I think that the reason for that is, as much as anything else, because statistics is an applied mathematical entity. And you're not always just doing math problems, you're describing the way the world works. You're describing the difference in the results of a drug that's been used to maybe help with cholesterol levels. You're not always going to get the same result with a drug, and so you have to use the variability to discuss that. So it helps in fields of medicine and science and social studies and a number of other avenues or fields of study. It's a much more related set of mathematical ideas. Everything has a purpose, everything has a context, everything has a relationship to something in the real world. And so it's not just an abstract notion of number and solving equations. It's something that we can apply to our own lives.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Murphy.
Oh, you're very welcome. I thank you for having me.
That was my interview with Mr. Murphy Thomas about AP Statistics. A great course that everyone should consider. Back to you.